Don't hate me, guys. We're gonna install lights on the Demonator before lockers and a winch. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey, and it's install day. Well, install new product, checking out cool stuff day. We've got these Oracle side view mirror lights, which they just came out with. They just released, if you can get your hands on a set of these. So I want to install them on the Demonator and see what they're all about. I think this is a really interesting place to mount some lights. In today's video, we're gonna unbox these. I'll show you guys what comes in here, what the product looks like. We'll throw them on the Demonator, and then at the end of the video, we'll test them out. We'll wait for it to get dark out, and we'll hook them up to some power and see just how well they work and what sort of lighting coverage we get from them. Pause for coffee. Delicious. Let's see what's actually in here and what we get. So we get a bunch of these little self-tapper screws. This is going to be to secure the lights to your side view mirror, because we're basically just replacing the shell. I think, get rid of this foam. We got two shells. This is not a full mirror replacement, so we're gonna have to do some disassembly of the mirrors to make this work. And here we go. Get rid of that. So there is our shell, and we've basically just got a long wiring harness in here, and they have a, looks like a disconnect here. Yeah, okay. And the reason why this is here is if you remove your doors, right? You're gonna wanna wire this part of the harness into your vehicle, so you get power, switched power, and then this part will be part of the door, and this will be somewhere in the harness area that you disconnect when you take your doors off. But basically, we're gonna peel the shell off of our existing side view mirror and replace it with this one, and then fish this wire through some little tight spots on the mirror, and we gotta take the door panels off so we can route it down the door panel. All right, so a big problem with lights, off-road lights, aftermarket lights here in British Columbia, and I know it varies all over the place. Up here on the mirrors, up here, any big aftermarket off-road lights need to be covered. There's no covers in the Oracle kit. Now, we can do some stuff like, I guess, put some tape over them, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I did talk to Oracle about this and said this is a concern. There's gonna be lots of states where you need to have covered aftermarket off-road lights. So I can't imagine it's gonna be too hard to make a clip-on cover for that. That would be really awesome. Just please, Oracle, don't put Oracle on it. Make it generic, clean, so that nobody knows these are here. With that said, let's pull apart the Demonator. If you just stopped by the channel for the first time, this is my 840 horsepower supercharged V8 Jeep Gladiator. Go check out the videos. I'll put some in the corner. We won't go through starting this thing up, but it sounds awesome. Go check them out. Now, the beauty of Jeeps are a lot of things are really easy to get to. Our screws for the mirror are these three screws here. It's super simple. I've replaced mirrors on the Wrangler because we've knocked them off. There's this T40, one of these little guys. We just got one little clip here. Here we go. See? Little clip. All right, let's go inside. My hands are freezing from the water and wet all over everything. We'll do this install on the hood, our new JK hood workbench. My understanding is we need to pop the glass out, which is just a pressure clip. Then we can get access to the screws inside and disassemble the back plate. Hey, who wants a sticker? There we go. And then we've got two little pluggy dudes here. Looks like it's just all pressure clips along here. Here's something rattling around in there. Yeah, looks like we broke one of these clips off. Looks like this one kind of snapped. Maybe this one here. So it looks like we can release some of these clips through some of these holes. Anyways, this is why I'm learning for you guys. Small flathead screwdriver. I feel like this is one of those projects, if you got children, get them to help with their tiny fingers. How did they get this harness in here? So now we've got slack in our harness.
We obviously don't want to pull this through, or this is going to be a nightmare. So what we can do, we can attach our wires to this and use this to fish it through. Make sure you have the right one, which I do not. Wait.
It appears that in the box we have two identical driver's side lights. If this wasn't an unboxing video where I want to show you guys right from the box what's in there, everything, I probably would have caught this, but you can see the cutout for the arm for the mirror is on the other sides. Usually, and you guys should probably follow this advice, check your parts before you start an install. I didn't go through the box because I wanted to unbox it with you guys on the video. That is what caused us this problems. I'll talk to Oracle about getting a driver's side or passenger side one. Okay, so I guess we'll just fast forward and get back to the install in just a minute. And just like that, through the power of editing magic and a couple of weeks, we now have a passenger side and two driver sides. So I don't know what to do with this extra side view mirror light, but I kind of had an idea for my Patreon page. What if I started auctioning off gear that I'm not using and want to get rid of? We could do like a silent auction. Is that something that might be interesting? We can start by auctioning off this extra side view mirror light. I mean, it's only one. Start the bidding at $1. I don't know. So I'll put a link to my Patreon page down in the description below. Patreon.com/KC250. With that said, let's finish getting this installed. Okay. I've got a wire to fish our harness through. Screws come in the bag with your Oracle sticker. Okay, now that all those are on, we can put our mirror back on. So now we gotta go pull the door panels off. According to our directions, we have 5 bolts holding the door on, 2 right here, you can see them. So, and there's 2 here, and then we'll pull this little trim piece off inside here and get that screw out. All right, so these are a T20, and these ones are a bit larger. T27. For under the handle. Take your tiny screwdriver, open your latch, pop this in right where the notch is, and just kind of gently push up. There's not much holding this on. We have pins here, 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 and some up here. So to use this J trim tool, gives you lots of leverage. And you can feel them as you slide along. Okay, we should be able to just prop it up like that. You guys get a look at all the pins that are sticking out. Here, here, here. You can, looks like you can replace them if you need to, if you break one for some reason. So now we just need to run a fish through this hole right here out to our mirror. And then we can bolt the mirror on and finish wiring up the rest of this assembly. Just put one bolt in to hold it while we finish buttoning all this back up. We'll go around to the other side and put the rest of the bolts on. Now we need to run this wire down our door panel and fish it through this. Here, we'll pull this plastic piece off. This is where, if you ever remove your oars, the connector is. Right here, that's where it is. So we're just gonna run a fish tape through there or a wire or something. We can connect the harness up to some power and try these out when it's dark. So there's kind of 3 options that you can use for wiring these in, or 3 that I can think of anyways. One, if you ordered your vehicle with factory auxiliary switches, there is a nice wire right under the dash that you can tie into any of the 4 aux switches that you want to connect it to, which I don't have. So let me show you what we're going to be installing in the Jeep in an upcoming video, so don't miss that. Hit subscribe. Lots of awesome mods coming to the Demonator. Here, let me show you this here. This is an awesome kit from Z Automotive that's going to make putting factory auxiliary switches and locker switches and whatnot in that factory location a super easy install, really quick, And we're going to be doing that hopefully in the next video. Right here, I've got a whole kit from Z Automotive that I'm going to be installing. It includes their new bracket, a relay box. So it's, well, not relays, but solid state controller with 8 fuses in it. So we're going to use their special control box they have to tie in some factory auxiliary switches, as well as our Rubicon locker switch and sway bar off-road button, which we can actually set up to do whatever we want with this kit. And this is going to all install under the hood. So you can have factory aux switches, or sort of the hybrid. What I have is factory aux switches with a aftermarket controller. Maybe you have an entire aftermarket controller switch system already in place, like an S-Pod or something like that. You could wire them into there. And then there's my temporary option. Here, I'll show you. So I've just bought this little 12-volt adapter here on Amazon, and it plugs into our cigarette lighter. And I did, yeah, you guys are probably gonna hate this, a couple quick morettes to each of the leads that connects to the connector here that goes into our harness through the door into our lights. Temporarily, we're just gonna plug this in to our 12-volt here. And this one here has a nice little switch on it, so we can turn it on and off. But I wanted to set this up temporarily just for some testing. Now these lights, if you're wondering how much amperage they are, so there's 12 on each of these, 1 watt. And if I do the math right, I think we have about 2 amps total with the 2 lights here. 2 amps is well below the maximum output of a 12-volt socket. They're usually 8 or 10 amps. Let's test that real quick. And then we'll go test this in the actual dark. So here, check this out. We'll plug this in. Get our key close enough, turn our accessories on. And it works. Okay, that's on. And we have LED lights. So let's let it get dark. We'll get the drone out. We'll go find a nice, real dark spot to try both of these out. And I'll show you just how much lighting, let me right in my eyes here, how much lighting this adds to your side ditch areas. What keys do you want? Oh yeah, if you guys want some key tags, safety second, and Dirty and Dangerous, we have them available, stickers, hats, all that stuff, dirtyanddangerous.com to go check it out. But the Demonator has the limited Epic key tag you can only get if you get your Jeep built by Epic Adventure Outfitters. Okay, whoa, that's really bright. We're out here, it's dark now, and we're out here at Dustin's property, just testing out the lights. I'll show you guys just sort of how wide they are, the angle that you get with the light, and sort of the distance. You can kind of get an idea just how far the light goes. So if I were to describe it, it's like the headlight goes about the same distance as these side lights, just you get this added extra width here to the side. That's kind of cool from the front. It's like, oh, why is it's like got ears up top, up high. There is how it looks with them off. So we've got this whole area right here that has no light, and there you can see kind of how we filled in this area, but it doesn't really stretch too much further than your regular headlights for as far as light goes. I think it'd be kind of handy to have a little bit more light right here at the wheel well, since we've got all this material sticking out. It'd be cool if we maybe had a set of maybe like a row of lights under here that really just hit this area, because then you could probably not have rock lights. But I don't know, what do you guys think? So this is nice. I mean, you're on the trails, you can see into the ditch now, you can see around some switchbacks if you're out in the mountains wheeling. We got lots more to go with the Demonator. We're going to be putting axles, lift, new wheels and tires on. Go watch last week's video if you want to see which wheels and tires. Hit the subscribe button, guys. I appreciate it a ton, and leave a like if you enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys next week.